What's going on, guys? Have a ton of heads to share with you. Actually, I'm doing two videos, 2 different days, because there's over 20, and it would just take too long to show you guys in all one video. So I'm going to split it up in two. I actually just strung this whole weekend, and got a lot of really nice pockets done, and got a lot of heads out, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. So the first off is Matthew. He actually got 3 heads from me, all of them Knights. The first one is this Carolina Evo X with white throne mesh, and then it has gray and white stringing all around it, and looks really, really sick. Came out nice. I never put a Knight in an Evo X, but comes out pretty sick, and looks great with the gray on Carolina. The next one is another Knight in a Maverick Prep in red and white. Not the biggest fan of Maverick heads, but this one isn't too bad. Yet again, it came out really nice, and I love the all red on white. I think it looks really sick. And then finally, the same setup as that one, the red and white on a Nike CEO. Takes any pocket really nicely. Don't love these heads, but they string up nice, and people seem to like them, so looks really good, especially in the red and white. I love the red on red all the way down. Really, really classy. The next is Dawn, and it's pretty much a very close replica to my Evo 3 setup, but not the two-face. So it's got the Independence LE mesh in it. It's no longer available, and with the Pioneer pockets, we did red up top, navy on the sidewalls, navy in the throat, and then white shooters, and just so nice. It's got that ridiculous channel, just like mine does. Absolutely beautiful, and just great. Great marriage between head and style of pocket. This is going to be really wide for catching, not really wide, but a wider head for catching, and but be super accurate and have a lot of hold. The next is Andy, and this is a Blade Pro. Really sick with a rain pocket in it. It's got a kind of a funky color setup, but it ended up turning out really nice. So it's got the murder route mesh, and then we got a Carolina triangle top, red sidewalls, Carolina throat, and then we have a red heavy nylon, and then 2 Carolina shooters on the all white head. Looks pretty cool, actually. And the rain, again, it's got that really nice channel, really nice pocket, and just so sick. So I think he's really going to love it. I really like the way this one turned out. The next we have is Nick, and it's a white proton power with an assassin pocket. Always a good marriage between pocket and head. Nice pocket on it. White triangle top, and then with royal on the sides, white in the throat, royal nylon, white shooters. Really clean, really classy. Looks great, and good channel as always on these heads. And just looks really clean. I like it. I like the colored nylon with the white and just on the sides. Looks very collegiate, and looks sick. The next is probably the one I was most excited to do. It's for Thomas, and it's a Brian Houdini. Houdini. It's kind of like the new voice in many ways. Kind of a funky head, very square, very flared, but cool. I like the matte. You can see it's got that crazy offset to it, and as I was saying, it's kind of a matte plastic. Definitely interesting, and karate's using these now, so I definitely wanted to check them out. But so we did a royal solid throne mesh, and then we did white and Carolina for the top, Carolina sides, Carolina throat, and then a black nylon and gray shooters. And since it's got that pinch, it's got a really, really sick channel on it. Looks like it would perform well. It's just really pinched in here, really long and narrow, kind of a funky looking head. But I know one guy that uses them, and he seems to really like it. But he really loved the voice, and so it's kind of just the new version of the voice. But definitely an interesting head, and in the matte black, it's pretty sick. I was trying to figure out who this is. It says it's for Jennifer, but I can't remember the kid's name, so I'm sorry, whoever you are. But this is a black superpower with a Knight setup. Looks really nice. If you're gonna do a superpower or a proton power, definitely a superpower in my mind. A lot nicer setup. It's got a great channel to it. Not too pinched, and doesn't have that crazy weird narrow throat at the bottom, and strings a lot nicer. So all white Knight, white throne mesh on the black head, always looks sick. With a solid color head and then an all white string setup. So really nice. Came out nice and clean. And then finally, two Nike CEOs, and these are for two buddies. The first one I believe is Jeremy. This is that lavender pink CEO, and he got an all-white assassin in it, so similar to that one. Colored head, all-white pocket, always looks really nice. And the CEO string really nicely. That's pretty much it, just really clean, really nice. And then the second one is even cooler. This is for Connor, and it's this neon green CEO with a Pioneer pocket with murdered out mesh. So you can see really defined pocket. You can see right there, and with the neon green shooters that match pretty much perfectly. So it looks really sick together, and it's nice to see. It's cool seeing them in like two totally different styles, I guess, of the same head. So that's everything, guys. Those are all the heads for today. I'm sold out of the bracelets already, so I'm going to be ordering some more of those and hopefully getting some other colors too. And that's everything. Hope you had a good weekend. Got a lot of work to do this week, but excited to do it. And then this weekend or Friday, I'm taking off for Boston for the championship, so that should be pretty cool. And I think that's everything, guys. So I'll do the rest of the heads tomorrow, and let me know what you guys thought your favorite one is. I'm partial to a few of them. I'm going to go with this guy, just because I love the mesh, I love this head, and I think it looks really awesome. It's very unique, yet not too flashy, and you always kind of pull at my heart with a little bit of patriotic theme thrown in, but definitely some cool ones. And that's everything, guys. Have a good week.